Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are having the best deck in Standard, right? Because we are 100% winning on the play, 80% win rate overall in staggering 5 games. However, this deck really performed well today, and I'm pretty sure that this is due not being against Boros too much. So is this the moment to shine? I'm not sure. Maybe Boros is just out of my ladder. But if you don't see a lot of Boros, maybe this is the deck to play next. And honestly, this is one of the most fun decks in the Simic version. I really enjoyed this one. So for the stats, there's not much to say about it. I will roll out the matchups, so if you don't want games to be spoiled, probably that's it. And after the matchups, we'll just go into a deck intro so you don't lose anything. So here we go. Yeah, like I don't know how much it gives, honestly. Unless you play 100 games, it just doesn't really give you too much information. But I think it gives the overall feeling for the deck pretty well. So that's why we are presenting this one. And of course, we can put it into thumbnail, right? So with that being said, let's go into the deck list, because I like this one, Simic, very much, and I think the games were really cool. So let's check what's up. Alright, and we are in the deck list. So what's special about this deck? First of all, it's Simic. It's one of the cool archetypes that you not only ramp and get boring creatures. Thanks to the blue, this deck actually is interesting because you have blue creatures as well. And of course we play our favorite Topiary Stomper, the card that I simply love. This is my favorite green card at the moment. And what more, we actually have in this deck so many cool cards. So honestly, the blue makes it just so much more interesting for me. And we have Tamiyo, we have Koma, we have even Arund. It's a bit of experiment, but we have so many creatures that it isn't hard to name something. So for anyone doesn't know, at the end step you just name type of the card and you draw, I don't know in this format how many, top 2 cards of your library. So you name the creature, and you basically get a free card draw, and you can cast the Raven, that's 2/3 with Scry. It helps a bit, it's fine, it's cool. But the main stars are Tamiyo, definite, and you will see, I think that will be the first game, because it was really awesome. Tamiyo is just smorking enemy, and it's just so hard to answer. What more? We actually have so many 4-drops like Esika's Chariot, Cultivator, even Topiary Stomper and Cosima, that the minus ability is a big deal, and you can actually activate it really well. And the fact that you can get Planewalker together with a 4-drop that creates cats, that creates tokens, the amount of complete power that you get from this 5-drop is just insane in this deck. And honestly, Tamiyo is always one of my favorite Planewalkers. I have some ideas with this card, so yeah, you will see it more. And the tapping ability is just glorious, especially if enemy plays one big creature or has the tribal that benefits one big creature, and maybe you will see it. Oh man, Tamiyo can destroy some decks, and I really like the card, it's so cool. And Koma is basically the main win condition, so as name suggests, Simic Koma Ramp, because that's basically the best card that we ramp for. We also have Titan, but honestly, Titan is good to answer some situations, but Koma is just this game closer, the animation sums it perfectly, it snatches around the enemy and just is tighter and tighter every turn until he completely gets out of the game, and it really closes very quickly. So with that being said, we have Cosima. Cosima makes this deck very interesting, and usually if we play something like Dimir, the standard control doesn't really have ramp unless you gimp yourself with the evolving wilds and cards like this. And in this deck, it's just natural card draw, and you can draw so many cards if you cast this on curve. So usually if you have the choice of Stomper and Cosima, if you feel the game isn't extremely aggressive, you just want to go with Cosima, because then the whole ramp after, and you have a lot of ramp, and all the land drops, you can get so many cards, and with Simic, you have really a lot of mana most of the time. So the more cards you have, like you have very easy time playing everything. So that's really good synergy. And well, yeah, even Cosima, like the play of having Cosima exiled is just so threatening because we can make lands at an instant, right? So whenever a land enters the battlefield, if Cosima is exiled, blah blah blah. So if you sacrifice the Neverwinter Dryad at the end step, after let's say pumping Cosima for 5 turns with lands, like you are getting some crazy monster that's bigger than Koma at the end step, and by the way you draw like 5 cards or 6, something crazy. It is relevant. It is really relevant, especially this can survive sweepers even. If enemy plays burn down the house, and you just, switch this to the land, and suddenly Cosima with 7 or 8 toughness enters the battlefield. Of course you do it when the enemy is completely tapped out, because you don't want to donate another creature, but you have options, and I feel this card is really shining in this deck. We only have 2, but I have felt that the relevance is quite huge in this deck. Yeah, we don't want to overdraw Cosima, that's why we have 2, but you actually really want to draw this card. And yeah, my another favorite part of the deck, Decisive Denial and Jwari. Because we are only 2 color, we can afford some Jwaris, and Decisive Denial is very often like a hard negate. The fact that Simic pressures enemies so much by casting huge creatures, like if you cast Koma, can enemy just ignore it and wait until you tap your mana completely? Like, enemy needs to tap out, and generally they are short on mana because they need to answer so many different threats every single turn. So this is a very good situation for Decisive Denial, and it really works perfectly with the Stomper because this is a very buffed creature that cannot attack naturally. And with Decisive Denial you can take advantage of those overstated creature stats. Well, that was a sentence. But basically it's really good together with the Stomper. And if you have a negate that can also be a removal in this deck, is just so great. Alright, that was a lot of talking about the card that we already seen so many times. Tovolar, Huntmaster. This is something we played only once in Singleton deck, I believe, very long ago, so most of you probably didn't see this video. This is very powerful card. And honestly, this is one of the most stat-packed cards in green, I believe. For 6 mana, you basically get a 10/10 that will create a 4/4 by every single attack. And what more, when it goes into the dark time, night, whatever, it gets even better. It's 7/7 that can remove enemy creatures. It's insane value. If enemy doesn't answer this is just so much stuff. Yeah, of course, to create tokens you need the Knight, but it's not hard to do with this deck, especially if you have some instants like Fading Hope, Decisive Denial, and things like this. So I really like this card. We only have 1 of them, but whenever this comes into play, this dominates the battlefield if enemy cannot answer it. So that's really something you want to see. And with that being said, I feel the deck is mostly covered. We have played similar decks to this, but I think this one is a bit more decisive toward closing the game because we have 3 Koma, double Tamiyo. We do not have Ren for this deck, which might be played, but I just feel that with Ren you get this token. I guess you can copy it with Chariot, but I just really like Tamiyo because we can start reacting, and whenever you have a lot of creatures on your side, usually they are held back by one of the enemy big creatures. The moment you can cast Tamiyo and just tap it and still have some, dudes to block, like whatever. Stomper has Vigilance, so it naturally blocks. Cosima is very good defensive creature, and Dryad is something you want to block with anyway, because you can sacrifice it very easily. So I feel that Tamiyo can bring so much pressure to already a bit oppressive deck that it really fits the whole idea behind the deck. With that being said, the deck performed really nicely today. However, today it felt great. I had a blast playing this deck, everything went well, and I was just super happy Magic player. However, I feel that it has to be said that it would probably completely change if I faced like 6 Boros in a row. And you will see one of the games, I will leave this game because I feel this really shows the weakness of Simic. If the enemy plays the deck with creatures that are insanely high value, you cannot really answer them. You have basically what Tamiyo doesn't perfectly answer. You can tap and disable the attack, but if the creature has good abilities, they are still there. Fading Hope doesn't answer it permanently. You basically have only Decisive Denial, unless this is some kind of enchantment or creature or artifact, then Titan can answer it as well. But most of the time it's just Decisive Denial, and it's very narrow to have only 2 cards that can answer. So that's a big weakness. So take it or leave it. I really like this archetype and I had a blast with this deck, but fair warning, against extremely aggressive meta it's probably not the best deck. It's still fun though. So that's it for me. If you like this kind of decks, if you like what we are doing with the channel, if you like and enjoy the videos, I really thank you all for support. You are amazing and I'm really happy to have such great community around the channel. I feel that something is going in the right direction if this kind of, you know, supporters stick to the channel, and I'm really grateful for it. And if you are not part of the channel, consider it. You can be one of the first. Alright, so with that being said, let's go into the games, and I do hope you will enjoy them. Alright, so what do we have here? Honestly, some insane ramp material, so we are definitely taking this one. I wish we were on the play. Set Sloth after every opening of every game ever. However, with this one it would be just so great because we have ramp every single turn. So you know, right now we are trying to keep up with the enemy start. Imagine we could play Cosima against this one. That would be so much better. But you know, that's the name of the game. At least we can go into 4-drop next turn. Oh yes, that's actually a bad play in my opinion. It's not worth this 3 damage. But you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And he didn't play anything else? So he completely butchered his turn? Was that good play? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. We don't have the mana. That's awkward. That's actually pretty bad. So for this reason we need to play the Stomper to start hitting islands. So a bit of a rough start. This is probably the value, right? So let's go with this one. I will really regret playing it for 3 life, which might happen. Sure. At least we get our, you know, 10-10. I'm not sure if that's enough value to outvalue them, but we'll definitely try. Alright, so how do we play it? I honestly don't know. We don't have time for Cosima. That's unlucky part of the deck. I think this is the play. It's not perfect. Man, you know something is wrong when you play against aggro at 10-10 and you know it's just too weak. I'm probably losing this one. Alright. I guess it's pretty bad for us. Like, it's not bad right now, but it will be extremely bad very quickly. Fortunately, he doesn't have great attacks this turn, I think. If he attacks with... he should definitely put the counter here. That's pretty obvious choice. I don't like this play at all. Like, sure, it will win at some point, but that's not the direction, I feel. Alright, so we play this... Yeah, like we need islands. And we cannot play this one. Definitely I would like my islands, because they don't seem to come naturally at all. And I guess this one, right? Omen kill? No. Oh, this is a bit late. But you know, we are doing what we can. So this is definitely attacking. Is this attacking? Like, we definitely need to pressure him. I think this attack is okay. He can trade with Adeline, but it's one of his good cards. Man, maybe we should go into night mode. I'm not great with Tovolar, but like overall I guess it paid out. I'm not sure. Next turn is this. And we hope for Titan, I guess. Titan would really help. You know, maybe like 30-30 in stats will help us against this aggro a bit. I'm not sure, it might be not enough. I like the Vigilance, and man, Stomper is just one of my favorite cards in Standard. This one is obnoxious, we cannot deal with this. Did he actually not leave the mana to pump it? Wow. Wow. Bravo. Why would you ever pump your 20 creatures with 2 mana? Definitely not worth it, right? Oh man, I guess he wants to go for the lethal as soon as possible, but oh man, that's such a weird play. We can as well do it like this, I guess. No, enemies at 20. We cannot exile, right? We cannot do it. Now we get Cigarette Restoration. Oh boy. We definitely want this one. So there's the Titan. Like, that definitely gives us some time. Alright. Shield counter, I guess. It's really good here. Rhino, not extremely relevant to be perfectly honest. I think we might just go with the life gain. Yeah, I think life is okay. And of course it's Titan, because it can block the flyers. Huh, now I regret not exiling Cosima. We don't have another wolves, right? Only those tokens. Do you want to be a wolf, Titan of Industry? That would be so great. So we can trade, but it's pretty bad. I do not believe we have enough time. Huh? Whenever it comes into battlefield. Whatever. So, we do attack like... No, this one can block everything we have. A bit awkward. And now you can feel the pain of not having a sweeper in the deck. Like, I guess we can hit Koma. Koma would actually solve the game. Because we can start tapping Voice of the Blessed and still have, like, ramping Serpents. It would be probably a bit better than the Titan, I guess. But still a very hard one to match here. Like, we could take this damage, I guess, once. But then we lose the shield for no reason, so we shouldn't. No reach. Man, so hard. And this has Vigilance, so it means that it will block whatever we do. Yeah, let's exile it. Definitely now is great time to do it. Oh boy, oh boy. Actually, second Titan is pretty sweet, right? Tovolar is amazing here, so we need to like make it survive. Actually, the second Titan is really clutch, because we can put the shield counter. And what do we get after this? Rhino seems okay. Like, I think it will create some pressure. Shield counter. Do we attack? Alright, so this is the blocking one. I think we might do something like this. Oh, but he can still block with this one. That's so bad. Oh my god, it's so irritating. Oh, I hate you. Let's make more dudes. The more dudes, the better. Oh, I just messed up. I really messed up. We needed this night mode. I went greedy with Cosima. I wanted my land in next turn. And my cards. Like, you know what? We are in this. Honestly, if he played adversary with like 2 counters right now, it would be so painful. Maybe this is the last card that he has. That would make some sense. However, he cannot really attack right now. Like, is this a thing? We just block them, I think. Maybe he hoped we will block with the shield counter one, but that's really not going to happen, my friend. And okay, like we can start killing stuff. That's pretty good. So we can attack with... Oh man, we definitely should play Tamiyo here. And let's check the mana. We need double green. Alright, and this will be blue. Like, I guess we cannot fight then? Is it worth additional loyalty? Maybe it's not. Man, 2 life is also not great. Alright, I know I'm thinking too long. I'm Sloth, okay? I'm trying. I'm really trying, guys. Let's play like this, it's fine. So, right now we tap the Voice of the Blessed, because that's basically his only card that matters. Alright, and now we go a bit aggressive. So we go with everything that doesn't have great blocks. This is actually pretty bad. Yeah, I kinda like those. Enemy is a bit forced to go all in. And we are keeping Titan, because we don't... If we attack with this one, he just trades with 1/1 to break the shield, and that's not great. And don't forget we have Cosima. Oh man, he took a lot of damage. That's actually a lot of damage. Man, I feel that we are right now in the winning spot. Yeah? That was a good game. I didn't believe we can win this one. Let's see, maybe enemy has like some tricks up his sleeve, but so far it seems that we are on the winning side with double trample, and the fight spells is just so good. The bait, the shield bait is just real. Oh man, he's just baiting us so hard. And this doesn't matter so much. So let's get blocks. I think the Cultivator is the weakest one. And we do let this 1 damage through. That's completely fine. Bro, it's completely fine. Like, probably it's not the perfect thing that we can do, but we'll definitely do it. And let's decline. I don't know what we get, but that will be another creature. Alright, how do we do it? We probably just go all in, right? Let's go like this. Let's bounce. Sure, whatever. Now we go like this. You control this one. We want to reduce the creatures that can block, basically. This way you are just maximizing the value. And you know, just a good old I smork everything. That seems like a good play. So, unless enemy has settled their wreckage in standard, I think we are good. And I cannot believe we won this one. It definitely didn't feel like a win. Like, Voice of the Blessed. It seems like it's just thanks to Tamiyo. Tamiyo completely disabled his win. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Like, this emote just sounds exactly what he feels like being attacked for, I don't know, like 35 with trample. Alright, not everything has trample, but no, you don't have any smart play. Like, we don't know one of the cards, but I think best is like Valorous Stance, and it can remove just one of them. And we went to maximize the damage, so whatever he has, it's just not good enough. I really like this game. I honestly lost belief that we can win this, and it turns out, never give up. Oh, nice. Okay, I feel like a kid in the store right now. I just need a bit more forests, actually, after I reconsidered. But we are on the draw, I'm taking this. We are playing against the Mad Mage with, I guess, Boros leaves and Jace Avatar that plays aggro. I think that's the case. This is definitely green, but we have one blue to play. So let's see the Talia. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it feels so good to have enemy that actually doesn't play everything on curve with Boros. Oh, my life is it feels so great. I'm the happiest person alive right now. I just want to send some love to our opponent for him not smorking the creatures. I hope he doesn't take it the bad way. I'm just so happy I don't see those pesky little creatures that smork us and we actually can play the game. I do want to exile. Oh man, we are going for the value. Oh boy. Do we put the Voyage counter? Yeah, we do. Alright, so how we do it? So enemy is probably Invoke Justice deck, right? So Boros control. We do not have much time. I think the correct choice... Oh, we cannot double spell. That is unfortunate. Esika's Chariot? Oh man, that's weird. That's super weird. I will go with this one. Alright, so good parts about Esika. Put the counter. Sure. Let's put all the counters. Nice. So, good things about this play. We develop our board. If we don't draw lands, we are completely stuck if we don't do it. With Esika's Chariot, we have definitely more pressure to force him into bad plays. So that's a really big issue, that we cannot do it. And we want to hold up Decisive Denial. This is one of the reasons I went with this play. Because next turn we can ramp and still have the counter spell. But as you can see, it's getting scary. Enemy is doing some bad things to us and we don't want to see those bad things. So I definitely need Decisive Denial. It seems like some kind of combo deck, honestly. Fading Hopes are pretty crap. Did we play land? Enter battlefield, but not via playing. So I think we just decline. It is a greedy play, but we can protect Cosima. We actually whiffed. Oh my god. But first of all, we really got through a lot of our crap on the top, because we wouldn't draw a land for next 3 turns, it seems. And we still have the counter spell, which is the big thing. Are you freaking serious? It's okay. We prepared. Bruh. You cannot surprise us. Get out of this funny little dragon. We have our 1 mana instant. Do not... No. Did I click the right thing? Yeah, nice. Oh, it feels so much better. 12 damage? Yes, please. Yes, please. So basically, we should play around this state of the board. Because we are winning, we definitely play those 3 cards, so we have 4 mana available. It means that this is Esika's Chariot. We have 1 blue for Fading Hope and Decisive Denial. And this is the optimal play, because it makes it really awkward to clear the board. And if he casts the thingy... Okay, this doesn't really kill everything. So like... This doesn't really do much, right? This doesn't die. I think we do it like this. Because then we can easily crew the Chariot. Maybe that wasn't the best play. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Probably that wasn't worth it. Like, after I think about it right now. But, you know, it's enough to kill the enemy. So it's a bit easier to cast than Titan, and we have Decisive Denial for this play that he is going to make. Aww, it would be such a shame if it got countered. Who would think that a counter might be in blue? Alright, Exile, I definitely want to decline. Enemy is like basically tapped out. So no, let's do the thing. Sure, I will take the blue one. Give me the blue, thank you. Oh, he's so cool. Nice. The Mad Mage, you are my personal favorite Mythic player for today's video. Alright, that was a sweet one. Alright, so I am pretty sure we mulligan this one. We are on the draw with only 4 drops and 5 drops and bad cards. We definitely want to mulligan. You know what? This one is better. Now I'm a bit scared. Do we get rid of Fading Hope or the Dryad? They are double ramp, but honestly, like, the second one doesn't bring much. I'm a bit scared into going even more into negative value with Fading Hope, so maybe... How much mana do we have? 3, 4, 5. Maybe... Okay, let's go like this. I think that if not mulligan, we would love Fading Hope. But if we are on mulligan, like, we need to play just more aggressive, you know? Like, we need to take risks now. And given the Dryad can block, it is basically like a stalling thing. Alright, I do like what I see. I honestly like this round for some reason. It's probably not great, but I still like it. And let's attack. Let's show the enemy who's the boss. Maybe we get Fading Hoped. And he seems to have it. Alright, quality, quality. If he will leave the mana up, never mind. Oh man, that's so bad. We cannot interact with this one. We need Decisive Denial or we lose the game. And we need 2 of them. Because enemy has a protection spell. Oh man. We need to go really quickly and kill the enemy. Like, we really need to kill the enemy very quickly, and we are definitely not drawing into this. I mean, this is smart, sneaky play, because I think that we can hit the attacking rounds next turn. However, it's just 4 damage. Enemy can probably out-damage us and out-block us and out-card us, because we didn't hit any of the heavy drops for the deck. I mean, yeah. I'm scared. Okay, thank you game. Thank you opponent. I do enjoy having my 9 lands and nothing else. What can go wrong? This is some of the Simic games that you just draw a bit weird. However, we have Lair of the Harda, and that's actually no joke. Like, this will deal a lot of damage. If we want. You know, if we want. Definitely this. And I guess this, right? Vigilance is obnoxious. I hate this card because it gives them potential to both attack and defend, and that's usually something that we really don't want to see. You want them to choose. Do you attack me or you defend? And this will be a bit hard. They can buff it, then we Otawara and they protect it probably. What's the crap that they are using? Oh, that's some serious stuff, but they're tapped. Cyan nerd. Nice. I don't think it puts us ahead, but we are definitely better than if we didn't do it. Oh man, this is such a pain to play as a non-payoff ramp. So basically we have infinite mana, but we just don't have anything to play with this. So weird. I guess we just go with the lair, right? It has to be the lair. We need to like go for maximum pressure right now. So it's 8 mana. Like it's pretty good. 8. 7 outside of lair. 6, right? the math. Let's pray for the math gods. Yeah, it worked. Yay, Mythic. Alright. Enemies having like the phase out spell, sleep, something, I don't know how it's called. The sleepy thing. Sleepy thing is not perfect because it either protects creature or disables his creature, you know, it does weird stuff. Are you actually doing it? I guess he protects it then. I cannot believe he will ever, yeah. Sleep out the back with the fedora. A real gentleman. Oh man, those quality jokes. Alright, so we are definitely not having great time here. And you can clearly see the issues with Simic. If the enemy has cards that really work perfectly together, and you don't have your top of the deck, like you have trouble. And Vigilance just makes it worse. And generally you take the damage. Like if they get flying, they win anyway. And next turn they attack like the same but for more. Like, you know, I guess it's okay. They won't trade with Virtuoso. I probably could, you know this number, but I won't. So 9, 8, 7. So we have 7 at our disposal, so it's 6. Let's just make sure that the tapping, yeah, okay, that's a good tap. You know, that's some serious tapping that happened. Completely not obvious. Like enemy just randomly leaves 1 blue mana and has priority. Oh, I wonder what it is. By the way, he gets the free block. We probably should just... Is that the misplay? Or just a smart play, predicting enemy going for greed? So right now he doesn't draw, he doesn't connive, he has only 2 cards. And of course he has another one, so... But it was worth a try. Basically how you want to play against those kind of decks, even if you are on the losing side, you just try to, you know, overwhelm them in 1 turn. Preferably when they leave 1 blue. Very often they are completely greedy. And at some point they just leave 1 mana. If you can double cast something, you can reverse everything. And let's die with dignity. Shall we? I think we need to emote. Wow, enemy is actually drawing cards. Cool, I guess we are alive then. Alright, that's not lethal. That's weird how he plays, but it won't matter. Can we draw? Something that's not a land. So for the full game we only drew ramp. Actually we nearly didn't draw anything. So we got that triple 1-drop, 1 Fading Hope and 1 Stomper and the rest of the lands in 1/4 of our deck. Whoa, Magic Arena. That was a good game though. Enemy played quite okay. Oh man, we actually have our high mana drops. We of course do not have ramp, but honestly, with Jwari, this is a pretty decent hand. I actually do like it. Because with 4 lands, we are nearly guaranteed to hit the 5th one. If not, we can just play Tamiyo. And we are against Mill. Oh. Alright. Against Mill, that will be tricky. We can play like this. So we can pretend Dimir, Mono Blue, Azorius, and we got punished. Oh, but that was harsh punish. However, we do have Jwari, so like we get good benefit for not playing anything. Never mind, we didn't get any benefit. Alright, how do we do it? It's probably the Stomper, right? Yeah, like we can tap treasures with Tamiyo, but it's just not good enough. Alright, so we can go up to 6 next turn. And the enemy played really well around Jwari. Okay, I do like it. It's not double cast, so that's really good for us. I expect this to be meal. They have Izzet and Evolving Wilds. Oh, that's a lot of cards, my friend. For a creature that couldn't attack anyway. Okay, okay, I feel that we are getting somewhere. I mean, like, really somewhere. So, basically, we play this because this is extremely high threat. The best card enemy can have is Burn Down the House, and it doesn't kill the Huntmaster. What more, it goes into day-night time, so they are forced to play something, or really bad things will happen. Alright, let's play the land. I heard it's good. We could just attack with the hole, frankly. Let's read the ability. I have no idea what this does. I played with Singleton with this one once. Whenever enters the battlefield, attacks, create tokens. So it's probably Fading Hope if it's not scared, if he isn't scared about this one. Another wolf fights. Okay, so he Fading Hopes. Alright, he has Field of Ruin, so Hall has no sense at all. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's Fading Hope. Like, damage-based removal doesn't cut it. Yeah, exactly. I knew it. Okay, I knew it. But we still got the wolves, right? And wolves are pretty sweet. Ah, he has more. Is this Fading Hopes? Like, if it's a Windfall, he probably would cast it by now, right? Like, every red deck has Windfall, or Big Score, how is it called right now? It's hard to crack what the enemy has. By the time he's thinking, I'm pretty sure he has something. Problem with Tovolar is that it might get countered. So for this reason I'm going a little bit into, like, Koma thingy. However, Koma dies really bad too. Maybe it's Stomper. Nah, we should play like this. It is just better play, and this cannot be countered, so we disable his maybe strategy. If he has Fading Hope, it's just a very good card. It's hard to compete with this, and we need to get through them. On the bright side, he loses a lot of mana. It is green, right? Yeah, we have only 3 green. So let's take some more. Still a bit rough. I'm happy about this. This Serpent changes everything. So right now the Sweepers doesn't cut it. And I think this is too late. He needs to Kasha. Oh my god, he needs to Tasha and double cast next turn. And it will probably kill us. So it would be great to kill him. Do we kill him right now? No, we do not, right? I don't think we do. That's bad. That is really bad. We need to kill him. If we get... No, we cannot get back the title. I think Jwari might be enough. It's just fight. We don't create anything with haste with any of the cards, I believe. Can this hit something with haste? I do not think we have it in the deck. The Engineer or Warchief, whatever it's called, the Rhino thing, but we cannot cast it for Blitz. It goes into battlefield with no haste, so I do not think that we can enhance in any way the damage that we are doing. One Decisive Denial in the graveyard. We have one more, but we cannot hit it really. Oh man, that's so awkward. I don't want to die next turn. Can I please not die next turn? Well, enemy is on 3. It's painful. It is really painful. Like, I mean, whatever. Let's see what the enemy does. I think, if anything, Jwari makes the most sense, and Totawara might also be something. That won't kill us. We need something more. If he has another laughter, I won't laugh. I would be... Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, he got me so scared. He had exactly the mana for Hidus Laughter and Jwari mana, and we would die, because 10 cards is enough. Oh man, that was so close. Koma, giving enough value, and even if he answers like the Werewolf, the leftovers were enough.